everyone, this is Ines. Welcome back to my channel. Yes. And for those hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, so you may now subscribe. Okay, so for our video today, it will be another science concept. But then, before we're going to start, I'm going to show you kung anong ginawa ko kanina early in the morning. Hi! Today, samahan niyo akong maglaba. Okay, so that was my labada time. Bakit kailangan mayroong fabric conditioner? Okay, so during our old times, wala naman kaming fabric conditioner. We only use the soap in washing in doing the laundry. So, but then ngayon, meron ng fabric conditioner and all. Okay, anyway. So, what are the two properties of matter? So, we have physical property and chemical property. So, these two properties will always go hand in hand in every material. When we say physical property, it could be intensive property or extensive property. So when you say intensive property, this is the property, it's like an innate property of a substance. Okay? Extensive property, this is a property that will be affected on the size of a substance. What are some of the intensive properties? So we have the boiling point, the melting point, what else? The density, color. So these are intensive physical properties of matter. Why intensive? Because when you say boiling point, 100 ml of water will have the same boiling point with the 1 barrel of water. So it won't change. It won't change whether it has a larger volume or large amount or small amount. It won't change. The same thing with the freezing point. That is what is meant by intensive property. That is the property that cannot be affected by the amount of substance. Extensive properties. So these are the properties that will be affected, greatly affected by the size of a substance or by the size of a material. We have the mass, length, volume, and shape. Okay, so again, so when you say physical property, it is either intensive property or extensive property. Okay, the other is chemical property. How are we going to know the chemical property of a substance? Okay, so once the substance will react with acid, base, water, air, and other chemicals. Okay, so we could determine the property or the chemical property of a substance. The two properties of matter are physical and chemical property. So when you say physical property, it could either be intensive property or extensive property. So the difference between the two, when you say intensive property, this physical property will not be affected by the amount of a substance present. Extensive property is affected by the amount of a substance present in the material. Alright? And when you say chemical property, it has something to do with how the material would react in the presence of air, acid, base, water, or other chemicals. So going back to the labada time, I therefore would say that the fabric conditioner and the laundry soap have their own specific properties that could be useful in washing our clothes. And therefore, it would be very important for us to know the property of a material or the properties of the material that we are going to use, right? So for example, when you are going to do cooking, Okay, what ladle are you going to use? Is it plastic or is it a wooden ladle? So before you're going to do the laundry, of course, you have to segregate your clothes. Why? Because each material has its property that might react with water and soap. Okay? Kaya, may iba yung color ng iba. So, that's the reason why we have to segregate those clothes. I hope you have learned something about the properties of matter and how useful is it in our daily life. So we have to make sure to know the properties of the material that we are going to use every day. Okay, so that's it for today. This is Miss Ines. Amping tanan. God bless you. Bye-bye. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button below so that you will be notified for new videos. Bye-bye.